and water. I'm thirsty. I want some water. Gonna grab some water. Left it on. Wait, hello. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to work more on YouTube, Timo. I'm trying to. It's just I don't really know what the fuck to do when it comes to I guess content, right? Like with for example with my TikTok channel, it's all over the map and I kind of would like to just narrow it down and find stuff and not just be spread all over. Like for example with my TikTok channel, that there's so many different niches that I've kind of gone viral in or semi-viral if you will. And it never really let me kind of figure out what to do. And I really want to make my YouTube channel grow for a number of reasons. Like, as a Canadian content creator, I've talked about this before. We don't make money on TikTok, and it's not necessarily all about the money. Like, I guess a little, but even lately with TikTok, my views and interaction have just been in the toilet, and it sucks. So I want to like this platform here. I think I have like what, like almost 2,100 followers. Sorry. And I'm getting almost the same views and interaction with 2,100 followers in comparison to TikTok, where I have 265,000. Same with my Facebook. Like Facebook's like 3,500, and for the most part, when it comes to views or interaction with my supporters, it's pretty much the same. So I'd rather build up those two platforms and see where they take off, because my TikTok bombs and then it gets like a little boost and then it bombs again, and it's kind of frustrating. And the content food Jetty. The content I'd like to do more about is not necessarily all about fitness, but I would like to talk more about like the schooling, Mercedes, how are you, and other things that I'm kind of pursuing now, right? And I hate when I post on TikTok, anytime I talk about like mental health and stuff, it's such a touchy subject and it gets me in hot water in comparison to talking about it on this platform. So I would like to build this up because you never know what's going to happen with TikTok. Like YouTube has been around for fucking ever and has been doing well forever, right? If you look at like other social media platforms, Facebook's had its boom and now it's kind of dying off. Instagram had a boom and it's kind of just like whatever. Same with the Vine or Vine when it was out, everyone was all over the 8 Second Wonder app, and then it eventually just dropped off the face of the earth. And that makes me concerned about TikTok, especially with like how all these governments are like, we need to get rid of this and that and do this and that and censor this and monetize or monitor this. So YouTube has always kind of been like a safe bet. It's been around fucking forever. So I figure why not take a run at it and see if I can build this platform up and maybe even Facebook. See where that thing just goes. Sorry for the rant. How is everyone doing today? I would say, yeah, you're right. With YouTube, I might as well go on my other socials and give everyone a heads up. Like, hey, like for example, I went on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, right? And posted on my stories that I'm going live, so people see my story. Hopefully, they might come over here and shoot the shit with me or just drop in. This downlighting looks amazing. I'm so fucking full of myself. But the best way for people to know you're going live is if they hit the little notification button, so you get notifications when, whether it's myself or another content creator is posting on that platform. Then it'll let you know if they're going live because you'll get a YouTube notification, right? Hella stressed out with surviving. That's not good. Stress is never a good time. I'm all right. I go back to work, back scaffolding for a few more weeks as of tomorrow, so Monday. So it's what, 10 weeks of scaffolding in a perfect world if nothing goes wrong with my arm or anything for that matter. So it's the schedule I want. Like, so Monday to Thursday, 10 hours a day, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have off, which is like my ideal schedule. I really like it. So I'm looking forward to that. And nothing really too exciting besides that. I'm trying to get back into the routine or a habit, if you will, of going to the gym on a regular basis. For the longest time ever, I was doing like 3 days a week. And now that my arm is starting to bounce back a little, I'm hoping that I can make that like a 5 or 6 day schedule again. Because I want to say I have almost full flexion in my elbow. I am double jointed, so I'm pretty hopeful that my arm is bouncing back and it should be okay. But I probably lost a little bit of mobility since my surgery. Um, yeah, so I can't complain too much. Everyone else in the live, if you want to say hi or if you just want to sit there and chill, feel free to. I just want to say thank you for everyone who is in the live. I really do appreciate it, and yeah, so. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Let my food cool down just a little bit. Picked up fucking bunch of dog shit today, so I don't know if anyone else does this, but I don't pick, like, for example, let's say it's winter time, I don't pick the dog shit up all winter. I just don't care to get out there and do it. So I'll wait till spring, and then once it's been like a few days of like dry weather and like the dog shit's all dry, I'll rake it up and throw it in fucking bags. I filled up 4.5 bags of fucking garbage, like garbage bags with dog shit. And like all the dead grass and whatever. I was like, holy fuck. Little puppy poops a lot. So there's that. I went to the tattoo expo, was it yesterday? And that was a lot of fun, honestly. It it kind of sucks when you go when you don't have money. Like, I have money, but like responsibility wise, it's like not a good idea to spend it. And it was so uncomfortable. Like, I so badly wanted to get fucking tattooed. Um, and then today it's just been meal prep, laundry, and a bit of house cleaning. The house cleaning hasn't been very successful, but the laundry and everything else and getting that all done has been very, very successful. So we just got a dog and experienced our first spring poop cleanup. Yeah, it can be quite a bit. How old is your dog? And I apologize. Like, usually, most of my lives, if you guys are used to it, like on TikTok, I always have music in the background. But on YouTube, I can't have music, which is really shitty. And I feel like it kind of just takes away from like the normal experiences that I have with lives. But because YouTube has so many copyright bullshit whatevers, I did a live one time and I had the music in the background really quiet and it stopped the live like that, and then there's a copyright claim on it. So whenever I do YouTube lives, I can't have music in the background, and it's really shitty. So I apologize. So you just get to hear awkward butt fucking silence and then me. 10-month German Shepherd pity mix. Oh, sounds like an absolute sweetheart. I'm so tempted to eat the Fruity Pebbles tonight and just flatten the whole box. It's only 6:30? No way. It is too. Son of a bitch. It says there's 7 people in the live, but only 2 of you are commenting. Don't be shy. Or be shy. That's okay. Nix, how are you? How was your weekend? Why did you get up earlier? New job? Oh, better plug that in. I hope you're okay, Mercedes. Volleyball tournaments. I was never a big fan of like tournaments when I was a kid, so I couldn't imagine how much fun that was. I hope it all goes well for you. I can imagine it's probably a little stressful. That's really good. Was that their first tournament? Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully they do good again. Like T-Rex arms. Fuck. Oh. Need to shower, shave. Shave, shower. That's what they say. Manager sounds like a wiener. Oh wow. I'm not sure what club means, but if it's only their first week and they're doing like that well already. Yeah. Evil Dead. Evil Dead. That's the movie that just came out in the theater, isn't it? Didn't have all sorts of little whiteheads. I do not like it. Sorry. It drives me nuts when I start to notice them. Oh, so like middle school or junior high, whatever. No. Yes? Yes. Yes. Okay. I've never watched it, so I have no idea what it's about. Zombies? I'm gonna go with zombies. Sounds like a zombie movie. Oh, okay. I never did any school sports. I remember I tried out for the football team in like grade 11, and I didn't like it. Like I passed the tryouts, I just didn't want to do it. all the teams she plays for. Okay. I thought you said you guys were playing a college team next. I was like, that seems really unfair. You guys are gonna get a bit of a disadvantage. A little dyslexic. So, besides the volleyball tournament, what else did you get up to this weekend? That's all you've been up to the last... Holy shit. Sounds really busy. I went to go watch, there was supposed to be a meteor shower last night. So I drive out, and according to this article, it was supposed to happen at 7 UTC time. Or wait, 1 a.m. UTC, which made it 7 p.m. our time. And I'm driving out into this field, I'm like, there's no way I'm fucking gonna see a meteor shower at 7 p.m. Like, there's not a fucking chance. So I'm out in this field, and I'm reading and reading and reading on it, and it's like, yeah, if it does happen, it'll be closer to like 10:30 or 11. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, I'm already here. So I'm just gonna stay in the truck, chill, have a nap. 10:30, 11 o'clock rolls around, I slept in the box, and fucking nothing. It was cloudy when I got there, and I'm assuming it was still cloudy regardless, and I was kind of disappointed. Like, really disappointed that I didn't get to see anything. I also went to the tattoo convention yesterday, and that was a pretty cool experience. Someone thought I was their tattoo artist from like a year ago, and that threw me off, because apparently I look just like a tattoo artist, or their tattoo artist that did their throat piece. And I had to sit there and explain to them, like, I'm not a tattoo artist. Like, I'm just some person with a bunch of tattoos. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not an artist by any means. So that was fun. Then I got recognized a fair bit and had a bunch of conversations with people. People asked for like pictures with me and stuff. That was a really cool experience. It's always really humbling. I got to hang out with a couple of people that I know that are tattoo artists, obviously, and they had this they call it like a taco salad, and it's pretty much like a Doritos bag, and it's got ground beef, salsa, sour cream, and lettuce. It's like damn near like a fucking prison burrito, but a little better. And yeah, then they had Ink magazine out there, and they were taking pictures of people's tattoos so they could, have them published in their magazine, which I thought was pretty fucking cool. Like seeing that being done here locally in Edmonton. I thought it was a really cool thing. And then today was just meal prep, some house cleaning. I'm getting the last little bit of my laundry done, washing my bedding, and then gonna try and have an early-ish bedtime. I say that, but I've been falling asleep like last week around midnight or 1 a.m. So I'm hoping I'll be able to pass the fuck out early. Well, hopefully they had fun and it wasn't just like the worst time ever. When I come back, I need to go over tea just so I can. Fine, we can do that next. You just let me know when you're in the city. That's not a problem. Kidding. Oh, I went to IHOP on Friday. Was it Friday? I like IHOP. It's so good. They had this omelet, and they put pesto in the omelet, and it was so fucking good. So good. And they have gluten-free pancakes, and I didn't know they had that. And now it's like my new favorite breakfast place. So I like IHOP. Like, I love Denny's, but IHOP. You can never eat at IHOP? Yeah, well, there's an IHOP. I think two of them. I think there's one on the west end, and then there's one in Sherwood Park. So I thought that was pretty cool. You got food poisoning at IHOP. How? From what? What did you guys eat to get food poisoning, though? IHOP on Calgary Trail too. So there's three IHOPs in Edmonton? Probably the ham. I'm sorry to hear that. Their omelets are really good. At least the omelet I had. I would have to say Denny's and IHOP are probably like my favorite breakfast places if I was to sit down and eat somewhere. That's so rough. Well, now I know. I never went to IHOP. I didn't realize like we had one here in the city. I always thought it was just like an American thing, right? And then this person that told me to go there, like to meet up with them for lunch, we went there, and immediately, like once I fucking had those pancakes, I was like, okay, the pancakes are good. They're not really like shitty gluten-free they're actually good quality pancakes if you're celiac, right? And I thought they were really good. But that omelet with the pesto, oh my god. I'm a slut for pesto and it's so good. D Dutch? I like breakfast. I will say this for like breakfast places. I don't mind going to Brew House for their eggs Benny. That's about it. That's it. That's the only thing I really like on the Canadian Brewhouse menu is their eggs Benny. But you can only have that on like Saturdays and Sundays. And it's like such a fucking piss off. Because like that's the only thing I want to eat when I go there. Mm-hmm. I love olives. Like you can't go wrong with pesto at all, as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's no lid on that. Oh, that rice stuck in my whatever, my face hole too. What's new? So I was working with my little brother Matt at a job, and I got really sick. I came down with like some sort of like gastro stomach fucking flu that was running rampant through Edmonton. So I was really sick. I get a phone call from my foreman, and he laid me off while I was at home and told me it was because of missed time. This is the second time I got sick while being employed with them in like a month. Sorry, nuts are sticking to my leg. So the second time I got sick, and I called in, and I missed like fuck. At this point, it would have been like 5, maybe 6 days. Like I was sick, and I had no problem going and getting a doctor's letter and bringing it in, and showing him like, look, like I'm fucking sick. I'm not fucking around. Yada yada yada. So he tells me, yeah, you're getting laid off. It is what it is. But he kind of beat around the bush and says like some other shit before he got to that. He told me it was like my attendance. And there's two other individuals, three in total, whose attendance is much worse than mine. Like one guy literally shows up 2 or 3 days a week at most. One guy leaves at noon every fucking day, like works half a fucking day and leaves Monday to Friday. And then it was fuck, who was it? This other guy who's been sick more times than me, and they kept all of them. And I was kind of pissed off at first. I was like this doesn't make sense. It kind of feels like it's more personal because me and the supervisor, the week before, we butted heads, but like nothing too major. It was just like a little miscommunication or misunderstanding, and that was it. Like, it was really mild, and I don't know if it was that. Some people were saying like it might have something to do with my social media presence as well and being on site, because he was going around like, oh, like you're kind of a celebrity. I'm like, I don't see myself like that. Like I don't think of myself like that. But anyway, so I got laid off, and it was a bit of a piss off. And then I applied with this company because they reached out to me and said they were hiring and they needed guys. So I applied, and like 3 days go by, and I was under the impression I was gonna get a phone call the same day. And then so the next day rolls around, and I called him. He's like, "Oh yeah, like I haven't gotten to your resume yet." That day goes by, and then day three, I was like, "What the fuck?" So I made a phone call to a different person, hired on the spot, drug test the same day, orientation and hire on package the following day, and then I go and start work for them tomorrow, which is nice because I don't want to like I got approved for my student loans for school, but I don't want to use my student loans as my main source necessarily to pay off like what debt I have and then have to re-rack my debt. So like I have a credit card that's at like it's it's up there. Like really, like it's an $8,000 credit card, so it's nothing too major, but it's a decent amount. And when I tore my tricep tendon, I had to rely on EI to pay, like unemployment, to pay for like my rent and whatnot. And then I'd use my credit card on my bills and like my basic means of living. And August, September, October, November, December, August, September, October, November, December, January. So for like 6 months, my credit card just got cranked out. So I want to pay that off. That way I'm not like using student loans, dumping on the card, and then, you know what I mean, cranking it out again, because that would just be unnecessary stress. So I'm hoping once I go back to work, I can just have a good chunk of it paid off. If not, hopefully the whole thing if I really budget, and then go from there once I'm in school. And I plan on taking. I was gonna do a five course load for my first semester, and after talking with a few people, I dropped it from 5 to 3 just to kind of get back into the groove of it and go from there. And if I find that that's not too bad doing like a 3, then I'll go with 5 for the next semester and maybe get a part-time job just at the grocery store or something because I want fucking cheaper groceries. And I will coast off student loans somewhat and then like a part-time job for other expenses if need be. And then I'm hoping that I could use just my student loans to pay my rent for the next couple of years, and with a part-time job that should be able to pay like everything else or pretty damn close to. So I'm hoping the first 3 months I'm just gonna buckle down, do my schooling, and hoping it'll be okay and go from there. But I want to say that's pretty much it for the most part. So I'm hoping that will all work out for me. Um, I've had a few guys that I worked with in the past are like, oh, like just keep doing scaffolding and like don't go to school yet and just get a bunch of money and yada yada yada. And I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. I was like, respectfully, like it makes sense, but I hate scaffolding as much as I love it. Like I kind of hate it more than I love it now. I was like, I can justify building up some debt, like student loan debt, if you will, for something that I want to do, something that I think would be more exciting or something I'm passionate about. So I can justify going into debt for that rather than, for example, going out and financing a new vehicle or a mortgage or something like that. Like, or, some people buy fucking toys and they'll be financed, whether it's a quad, a Sea-Doo, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that I can't justify, right? Like if I absolutely had to finance a vehicle, fine, fuck, whatever, it is what it is. But I just can't justify doing that or living like that. Like vehicle payments suck. Payments in general suck. Rent sucks. Life's expensive, but whatever. So that's pretty much been it. And then between going back to the gym and trying to rebuild the strength of my tendon, yeah, I would say nothing too new has been going on my end. Um, and then I would like to try and build up my YouTube channel and whatnot. And I think once I'm in school, I'll probably just do like a weekly live on my YouTube channel, like just an hour, and go from there. And yeah. And trying to figure out what to post on social media. I made a post about it earlier today, and it's like I'm just kind of burnt out from like in the past posting anywhere from 4 to 12 times a day, and then other social medias and stuff, and then to know that my address got leaked more than once, then having people try and threaten me, and not necessarily just me, but put the well-being of those around me that live with me at risk makes me like really fucking uncomfortable. Um, but going back to this, like I just don't really know what to talk about or post that much on social media these days. Because let's say sobriety, for example, I've talked about that, and I realized I was going through my previous post. Hey, what's new in Edmonton? Hey, how are you? Um, like there was a while there where I was getting my days mixed up. Like, so I was looking back on previous posts and I was saying 650, and then I looked back on other posts and I was like, I got 666 days sober at one point, and I actually got to 750. And it's like there's like an entire part where my brain is just fucked up. And there was so much going on that I couldn't even fucking remember simple little shit. So, but going back to like sobriety thing, like I don't know what to really talk about because like I've been there and I know I can easily get back past 2 years. Like that's not a problem by any means. Um, but I just don't want to like kick a dead horse and be one of those content creators, for example, on whatever platform it is, and continue to talk about the same thing over and over and over again. Former Edmontonian here, back in the homeland of Ontario. How do you like it in Ontario? So there's that, but I think once I start doing the schooling thing, that'll probably help give me ideas for new content and maybe a whole different tool set to help people in some way. My workplace on Tuesday. Ooh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed you get it. So there's that. And really, like the only content I've been posting on a lot of my platforms is just like kind of fitness shit, and it always kind of flops. Like especially on TikTok, it flops hard. It does mediocre or okay on actually in comparison. I would say it does actually pretty well on my YouTube channel, like for like shorts or reels, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just at a loss on what to start talking about for content. That's great. I'm jealous. I would love to live a little more out of the city. But then I think about it, I was like, I need a commercial gym wherever the fuck I'm living. So, like, in a perfect world, if money wasn't an issue, I would like a nice little log cabin. Like, just something that looks like kind of dainty and old, but then you go on the inside and it gives you like Victorian Gothic vibes. You know what I mean? I would like something like that, and I would love a garage, but to turn that thing into a fucking commercial gym, like a little warehouse of my own. If I ever got lucky and won a stupid amount of money somehow, or I just became like online famous and I could do it, in a heartbeat, that would be my goal. Yeah. um, yeah. I really like having a commercial gym. But if money wasn't an issue, I would have my own fucking gym, and it'd be awesome. And I love the idea of having either two separate gardens in a greenhouse. There's one big butt fucking garden, and I want to dig up the ground and put a sea can in the dirt, and then insulate it, and I could use that as a cellar. I don't know why I really like that idea. And like a fucking sea can turned into a cellar. That's so much fucking food I could jar or pickle or whatever and just put it there. Right? It'll stay cool and it's properly insulated or have to heat trace it, whatever. And then I just know that everything inside wouldn't freeze over. It'd be nice to have like a bunch of solar panels too and whatnot. Like, ugh. Yeah. I will say, like, when I'm out at my mom's farm, there's just something really peaceful about it. What's that? Oh, that's social worker. I was thinking, like, yeah, it'd be really cool if I could use my social media to somehow be able to do that and work online and help people, but I don't know how I would make that work yet. Because it'd be really fucking badass to know that, hey, I can live wherever the fuck I want and I can still do the things that I want to do too. Because I really don't want to fucking live in a city. That's the part that makes me really conflicted about some shit. You're totally hippie at heart. The older I get, the more and more I am a spitting image or a mirror image of my mother in so many ways. Like how I want to live and the things I'd like to do. I'm just not financially established or set up like my mom in the slightest. Private social work. There's so much I really don't know about social work, and I think that makes me nervous. Because I'm literally walking into like new waters and not a fucking clue where to go, what to do, or how it's going to unfold. And I think that makes me very, very fucking nervous. Like, I know I want to work with kids and I'd love to help them, but I don't want to live in the city. Like, fuck. And if I had like a small property, like even if it was like a half acre or something, I could have all the fucking dogs I want and nobody's gonna say shit. We're on the same path, just opposite ends of the spectrum. That's wild. Do you mind me asking why you're going from social work to the trades? Go for a drive to the lake. Enjoy the rest of your night, Quentin. Take care. Have a safe drive, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I appreciate it, Mix. Thank you. Is there another pimple? I think it is. It wasn't ready. Fucking sweaty. I think my laundry is done. For some reason, but makes sense. That makes sense. Hang on. I'm gonna go grab my laundry basket. That sounds like the dryer's done. Oh, my bum's hurt. Those fucking legs are sore from the gym. Oh. Well, I will tell you, in the years that I've been in the trades, I never felt financially secure because as a scaffolder, my line of work is you kind of go where the money is. Unless you want to work 40 hours and potentially make some money doing this or that. For the most part, you're never really guaranteed your job in the trades. When there's work, and the work fluctuates. Sorry, just bear with me. Like, you're not always guaranteed longevity in the trades. And that part is definitely fucking frustrating. Because there's been, I don't even know how many times I've gone to a job and I'm told the job is good for, let's say, 8 months. 3 months go by and the job's over. That has happened so many times. And it's so fucking frustrating. But the money, when it's there, the money is good. So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay it. Just be mindful that the only consistency is the inconsistency when you're scaffolding or in the trades. I have fucking stuff in my pockets. Cock liquors. You're done. Look at my ghetto little fucking laundry room. Blanky. Dryer. Blanky. In the dryer. Bed sheet. The joys of having a husky. Always fucking have dog hair on everything. Okay. Turn you on. Stuff it in there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Got that rolling. Everybody's so quiet all of a sudden. Alright, I'll go back to that in a minute. What else? I guess I should shower here and then do the dishes. Yeah. Oh wait, there's comments. Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm in the air and go. Anyway, right now, I was working for too much. I have king. I have 2 king size beds. Yeah, I asked if it was about zombies. It's so Roberta. I was gonna say Robert because I'm dyslexic. The money in the trades is good. Like there's no bullshit to that. I fucking hate it though. I've been doing it 12 years as a scaffolder, and I've gotten to the point where I just can't wait to get the fuck out of it. Honestly, if it's something about money, right? Like you'll make money one way or the other. But if it's something you're passionate about, like that whole like that cliche, it's not about the money. It's about being happy and doing something you're passionate about. Like at 30, to me, that really fucking resonates with me now. My balls are sticking to my legs, sorry. And that's something I want to pursue is not necessarily the money, because that'll come with time or other revenue or avenues for making money, but it, just being in the trades, it runs your body down. After a while, it fucking destroys your morale. And it just kind of sucks the life out of you, honestly. After a while, like there are so many people I know that are in the trades that are financially stuck in a hole and they can't get out, and that's why so many men are scared to get out of the trades because it's a pay cut, right? If you're making, let's say, as a journeyman, um, let's just say $42 or $44 an hour, okay? That's like in like a kind of middle ground. So if you're making that, but you have to pay, let's say, just rent or mortgage or something. Well, let's just say like bare minimum bills sit around 2 grand. It is so hard to go from on a 40-hour work week making, let's say, $5,200 a month on 40 hours and then cutting that down by about 60%, maybe 70%, and starting completely from ground zero. And it's why so many guys, like myself included, or other tradesmen or tradeswomen, don't want to make that leap. It's just not feasible when if you throw in vehicle payments, insurance, your utility bills, credit cards, all your means of living, right? So much, like it just outweighs that, and it makes it so fucking difficult. Hi, Christina, to make that leap into doing something you want to do. And I see it so much with people, not just in the trades, but in the oil and gas sector, the patch, whatever you want to say, that just can't fucking do it. Whether it's there's a stay-at-home mom, maybe 2 kids or a kid, and all these other financial obligations that they're just not able to pursue something that would bring them some sort of self-fulfillment or happiness. That's why because of that. Who so someone was telling me when I do get into social work is don't have the mindset of you're gonna save everyone, you're gonna change everyone's life, right? It's just to go there and to help them want to change their life and better them, not to be the angel in the dark for them or something because that will burn you out. It was worded in a way like that where it's like you can't be someone's hero, you can't be everyone's hero, but you can help point them in the direction so they can liberate themselves, so they can redeem themselves, right? I'm hoping I remember how it was worded because I feel like I'm saying it pretty stupidly. Yeah. There you are, little suck stick. Like, I definitely do want to help people go in the right direction. They're the driver and we're the passenger helping them guide. We're like on a driving test. Like I definitely do want to help people, but I don't want to also run myself ragged and run myself into the ground either. I did that with the trades for a long time, and I used to work. Like at first, it started at 40 hours, and then I was introduced to overtime, and I realized that if I said yes to overtime, I was always going to be rewarded overtime. All I do was show up. So I went from 40 hours to 70 to 110 hours a week, and I did that for so long. And at first, it was fun because the money was there. I was always with the same crew. We were having a laugh. It was a good time. But that shit eventually burned me the fuck out and made me become resentful to my line of work. So I definitely have got taken a different approach with, for example, scaffolding. Give me my 40 hours, give me 50 hours, and leave me the fuck alone. I don't want 60, I don't want 70, I don't want upwards because I just don't care for it. That's why I don't like to chase a lot of shutdowns anymore or pursue certain gigs. And like, I fucking don't want to work in out of a hotel room or in a camp. Like, I don't want that crap anymore. I don't want to be on the road. because I missed out on a lot of things like my mom's birthdays, weddings. Like when my mom was getting married, I couldn't even fucking go because they wouldn't give me the time off work for it. My birthdays, anniversaries with girlfriends that I had, or their birthdays. And even though I would get to come home and celebrate it at a later date, I could still tell it took away from those special moments, like that special moment or that time with them. And it ended up affecting a lot of my relationships for worse, right? Like I thought, like, hey, I'm making money, like I can do these things, I can provide, I can offer these things financially, but even with that money at my disposal, it doesn't take away from the time that you're not there. And it's almost like robbing someone, if that makes sense, of those precious moments or that valuable time that you could have with them. I found all my Jeez, Grace autographs. Stuff I wrote. These like little letters from like junior high. You're not the first person to tell me that. I used to write a lot, I guess. Hell yeah. I have this issue because I'm a single mom and so this is one thing I say as a young man. Um, I know my parents, they got into the oil and gas sector because they want to be able to provide this means of me being able to have all these things and a better life than what they had. And now, as noble as that may be, I would have rather maybe not being having everything financially and having my parents more available or more involved in my life. I'm not ungrateful by any means, but I honestly think I would have been happier, with my parents being around more. Like my mom would work a week of days and then have a week off and a week of nights. So yeah, like I would get to see my mom every other week, but when she was home, like she works nights, I'm at school, and then by the time we're getting home, she's going to work. Or if it's day shift, I see my mom for like an hour, maybe two in the evening, and she's got to go to bed and get up early to go to work. Hmm. Soccer are important. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. But I'm gonna jump off live, everyone. Christina, my mom was asking for bread. I really thought so yeah, I think you and I can definitely like understand each other in that aspect. But that being said, I gotta jump off live. I have a little bit more laundry to fold. I need to have a shower because I stink. And I have a little bit of dishes, and then I gotta try and get my ass to sleep at a decent time. But I hope it works out, and I hope you pick the path that you'll feel most happy about. Okay, take care, everyone. Christina, I'll talk with you later. Nick, thanks for dropping in. Timo, if you're still alive, thank you for dropping in, and I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. And I'm gonna try and make Sundays more of a regular thing for lives on YouTube because I need to fucking do that. But yeah, take care, everybody.